Stuck on 6.5 in IELTS Writing? Let me show you why this might be happening and help you get to Band 7 and up. In Task 1 and 2, you receive a score for Grammatical Range and Accuracy. And in this video, I want to focus on the accuracy part of this criterion. Remember that an examiner scores your work based on 4 criteria. And for Task 1, they are task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. For Task 2, they're almost the same, but the first one is called task response. Examiners use a document like this to give you the 4 scores. This is the Task 2 criteria. So imagine that you scored Band 7 in 3 areas, but Band 6 in just 1. Unfortunately, this comes to a 6.5. And what you're looking at here is a really common situation. 7 in the first 3 criteria, but only 6 in the grammatical range and accuracy column. So how does this happen and how can you avoid it? As I said, I want to focus on the accuracy aspect here. So to score Band 7 in this area, you need to be producing frequent error-free sentences. What does it mean by frequent? Well, there is no magic number, but it's certainly more than 1 or 2, right? Whereas in Band 6, the second bullet point reads, makes some errors in grammar and punctuation, but they rarely reduce communication. So there may be a lot of mistakes, but your meaning is mostly clear. Band 5, frequent grammatical errors and punctuation may be faulty. Errors can cause some difficulty to the reader. So this is when your errors are obscuring or interfering with your meaning. In other words, there are some sections where the reader can't understand what you're talking about. Let me show you an introduction that is not meeting the criteria for Band 7 in terms of grammatical accuracy. Now, of course, an examiner does not judge your work based on just one small section, so keep in mind this is just an example. Pause now and read through. Can you understand it? How many errors can you find? There are 13 mistakes here, so clearly no error-free sentences. But when you read it, you can probably understand what the writer is saying. Globally, there is many people want to learn second language. Some says that learn another language bring many benefit to people's life and suggests that children should learn from an early age. I agree that start young is best option. So I get it, but there are a lot of mistakes. Let me correct them. Globally, there are many people who want to learn a second language. So this sentence has a verb error, a missing relative pronoun, and a missing article. Can you see what's wrong in the next sentence? Some say that learning another language brings many benefits to people's, we need a possessive S and a plural, people's lives, and suggest that children should, after a modal like should be the infinitive, no S, should learn from an early age. I agree that starting young is, an article missing, the best option. Now the errors that I fixed up here are some of the most common ones that people make. They include errors with verbs, subject-verb agreement, articles, relative clauses, and singular plural. When it comes to your own work, you don't need to know all the grammar rules and all the technical jargon, but you need to know what errors you're making and work on fixing them. So, first thing, get your work checked. How can you improve if you don't even know what mistakes you're making? Identify the errors and the patterns of errors that you make. That is, the mistakes that you make repeatedly. And then the mission is to eliminate them. Work with an experienced teacher, join a class, or get Googling and do the work that needs to be done. On test day, write with an awareness of your own habits and make sure to edit carefully. If you know that you always make mistakes with verbs or with singular and plural, then look for those mistakes, find them, and eliminate them. Good luck with your test preparation, and if you've got questions, feel free to get in touch.